Welcome back to another video. Last month in November, I filmed a video of how many skeins I can use in the month of November, and I had so much fun filming that video, and it was really amazing to look back on that I am 100% doing it again this month in December. All I do is when I finish a skein of yarn, I will update you guys. I'll try to show you the project that I finish it on, but I do forget to show you the finishing product of the project, because normally I get halfway through, finish the yarn, I show you that I finished the yarn, and I keep the wrapper. And it's really fun to look back on, and it's really fun to try and use up my yarn. If I have a teeny little bit left of a project, instead of putting it in my scrap yarn bin, I try and finish it because I'm like, oh my god, I can put it in my tally in the month, and it's really fun. So we're doing it this month. Currently I'm working on this shoulder shrug, and I've done one whole sleeve. It's one of the flare sleeves, and I've done the body, and I'm like halfway through the second sleeve, so it's nearly finished. It's super cute. I'm loving the color combo, and if it doesn't sell at my markets, I'm 100% keeping it for myself because it's so cute. This is how much of my skein of yarn I have left, so I'm definitely going to finish this today, and that'll be our first one for the day, but I haven't finished it yet, so we can't add it to our tally yet, but I will keep you updated as I go and show you all the ones that I finish, and yeah. Hopefully we can beat last month. Make your guesses in the comments as to how much I'm going to do this month. Keep in mind, it's December, so it could go one of two ways. I am working at my full-time job a lot, so I might not have as much time to crochet, or because it's Christmas, I get through a lot of yarn with my orders. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. It hasn't been long. I've been doing some cozy crocheting, and I just finished that skein of yarn that I showed you. I definitely won't need a whole new skein, so I'll have to come up with a project, but I'm pretty sure I have another skein after the one I'm about to use, so I might have enough to make something else after. I only need 8 more rows. Good morning. It is actually good afternoon. Sorry. It's December 3rd, and I have an update for you guys. We're going slowly but surely. I'm trying to make my way through as much yarn as I can. I just finished one skein of this yellow and white yarn. I made one chicken body and started a second one. I'm going to attach this one and continue on, just like that. I've also been working on Cody's Christmas present. This is how big it is. In November, you watch my vlogs, you've seen when this was little. This is still the first sleeve. I haven't finished the first sleeve. That's what it looks like right now. I'm pretty sure this would fit him, but the pattern says to do some more rows, and I'm just gonna follow the pattern because I'd rather it be baggy than too small. Plus, I need it to be longer. He's quite tall, so yeah. This is how far I've gotten through the skein that I'm using. Oh, it's floppy. It's getting floppy. This much Christmas yarn left, so I could do some Christmas scrunchies and get through that. This is how much of my velvet yarn I have left. So if I did one Christmas scrunchie, I reckon I'd get through those. So we shall see. After these chickens, my next project is going to be a blueberry. I sold all my blueberries at my market, and I have this teeny tiny amount of yarn left, so I think that'd be a great way to use up this yarn. I will keep you updated. Okay, so I just finished another skein of yarn making this little red, whatever you call this, on the chicken. If you watched my November yarn scraps video or my vlog that's currently on my channel, I made a giant dragon, and I had the teeniest little bit of red yarn left, so I chucked it in this container. I have this little piece of black in here as well. I just chuck it in this container when it's not big enough to roll into a ball like this, and I'll find something to use it for. And I used the red on his little thing, so I finished a skein of yarn. If you haven't watched this video before, yes, yarn scraps count because they were a whole skein of yarn, and I'm using that scrap up, finishing the yarn and getting it out of my stash. So say I finish a project and I have this much left or this much left, it doesn't count. I have to then use this for it to count or use this for it to count. So look how cute he is. So cute. Everything you see in this video you can find on my small business website, and it's linked in my bio, so check it out.
I'm sure your dad is fine, and we will find him. I know he's fine, Hiccup.
I'm gonna try and get through this whole thing. It's starting to just come up. done. We are moving at a very, very fast pace this month, and we have been finishing at least one skein of yarn a day, which is amazing. I just finished a skein of white plushy yarn. Yay. It normally looks like this. I'm making a giant unicorn, so I've like had started a half skein and like gotten halfway through. I'm getting a little bit sick if you can't tell. This is the white blankie yarn, so we can put the wrapper in our little collection for this month. We have 3 and it's December 5th, but I know we've finished more than 3 skeins. I think we've finished like, I don't know how much we finished, but so far we have 3. I think we've done like 1 a day, and some of them didn't have wrappers, so I will keep you guys updated on any other yarn I finish. I have this scrap ball of light pink slash I've been using it for a bunch of projects, and this is what's left, so I'm definitely gonna finish this, so I'll let you know when I do. Hi, another update. I'm really keeping on top of finishing this 1 skein a day thing. Hopefully I can do it throughout all of December, because I just finished that pink skein of yarn. Yay, like we're going so efficiently with yarn this month. That is amazing. I'm so happy about it. I brought a new skein. Yay. So we're gonna add the wrapper for this skein in with the wrappers from our other skeins. Let's keep going. We're putting a rush on making all the Christmas themed items, and I'm making a Christmas hair bow, and I just finished a skein of Christmas yarn. This is what I'm working on. It's gonna be a bow. It's not turning out how I want it to. I don't like this pattern, and I think I can figure out my own pattern on how to make a better bow, but I'm not gonna restart. So we're just gonna make this to the best of our ability, and the next time we make a bow, we'll make it ourselves. I should have just used my brain to begin with, but anyway, doesn't matter. I only did a short little update last night when I finished some yarn, but I thought I'd jump on and let you guys know that I edited my other video for November of going through yarn, and I only finished 17 skeins, and I definitely think I can beat that this month. We're already on track to beat it like really soon. I reckon we can get to 31 this month. I'm about to finish this skein of white yarn that we opened the other day, which will be our yarn skein for today, but I will keep you updated and we'll see how we go. I definitely think I can do 31 skeins of yarn this month. Guess what? I just finished the skein. We finished the white skein and we're going to tie on a new one, but I kept the label in here. Three skeins of plushy yarn so far, and then this one probably more, but this is the labels that I had. We have changed locations and I'm working on a little blueberry plushie. I still need to finish my giant dragon, and I also made a beanie today, but I didn't finish the yarn, so that doesn't count. But I just finished a scrap skein of this like blue color, so I'm gonna tie on a new one. I don't know, it's got 2 ends, so I'm gonna have to figure out that. But yay, 2 skeins of yarn in 1 day already, nearly a third, but 2 so far. Cody approves. We're doing pretty well. For some reason, whenever I just start filming, the audio is like really bad and it sort of cuts out. So I'm hoping by starting a little bit early to what I'm about to say will help it decide when it wants the audio to cut in. But I'm about to finish this skein of Christmas yarn. I think like it's finished. I gotta tie on a new one. Currently making a Christmas scrunchie. I'm trying to use up all my Christmas yarn before my market. Well, like not before my market, but for like the last market before Christmas, because after Christmas no one's gonna buy Christmas themed items, and I don't really want Christmas themed yarn sitting in my stash for a whole year. So I'm going to attach this acrylic yarn and try and finish the skein and make as many scrunchies as I can to sell at my markets. And then if they don't sell, I can give them as Christmas gifts, or I'll put them at a really discounted rate on my website, because I just don't want Christmas yarn sitting in my stash for a year. So yeah, I found this yarn at a cheap shop and I actually love it. Like, it's so cute and amazing. Today's Wednesday and I'm gonna post November's skein count video tomorrow. So that's exciting. And we hit 32 followers on YouTube. Thank you so much. I haven't been on YouTube for very long and we're like not halfway to 100, but we're getting close. So I'm very grateful and I cannot wait to see how much this family grows into the new year or next year. I don't know. I did use, oh my gosh, look how close I got to finishing. So you know that like crinkle sparkly Christmas yarn? That's how much I have left of the skein. I made a Christmas plushie octopus, 2 granny squares and a bow, and I'm gonna make a Christmas bag. So I'm hoping that I can tie this into like teeny tiny little bows or use it as a detail on the bag to finish it off. Happens every time. So I made a bunch of Christmas scrunchies with that yarn. I think I made like 3 or 4. I had a little bit left. It wasn't enough to make a scrunchie, and I made a granny square. Normally I do 5 rounds, but I could only get 4 out of the yarn. This is how much I have left. So I'm gonna tie the end, and I need a little bit of a tail to weave in because it's gonna be turned into a bag. That is like not enough to do literally anything with. So I think I'm just gonna put it in my scrap yarn bin and count the skein as finished. Because like, even if I like tried to like, I could literally only tie it into a bow and that looks cheap. Like that.
Shoelace.
It's a shoelace. So I'm just gonna cut it up and put it in my scrap bin because like, I don't have any more skeins of this yarn. I don't plan on getting another one and I can't make anything out of this. So we finished the skein. Plus it's not going to waste because my scrap yarn bin actually goes into like the stuffing of my plushies. So it gets used, don't worry.
So that's just kind of like a side project, right?
So I just showed you guys me starting this granny square because I knew I was going to finish the skein. So I just finished a skein of the Jolly and Joy twist yarn in the color red. It looks like this. I actually caked it up. Normally it just comes in a normal skein, but I caked it up. I've been noticing that no matter where I pull my yarn from, whether I pull it from the outside or from the inside, it seems to tangle up. However, when I put it into a cake and I go from the outside, it never tangles up on me. So I just started caking my yarn before I even start the project because I don't want it to tangle up on me. So that's why it's all caked up. I'm making these granny squares for a Christmas themed tote bag. Originally, I started making Christmas granny squares to use up my multicolored Christmas red, green, and white yarn, purely for the fact that like I had so much of it that I couldn't really turn into anything. It was just a little bit, but I wanted to use it still. So I made it into some granny squares and thought we would make a Christmas themed tote bag. So now we're making a bunch of granny squares in red and white so that we can sew it all together and have our tote bag. I forgot to show you us adding it to our... I always forget to show you me adding it to the pile. So this is my little Ziploc bag and I've just been like sticking it in there.
Hi.
Update. I finished a skein of black yarn on this bee. If you watched last month's crocheting through my yarn stash, I made a black crochet chicken and I had the teeniest, tiniest little bit of black yarn left, but I had nothing to use it on. So I used it to start the stripe of this crochet bee plushie. I had a market yesterday and I did just shy of 400 and I'm so happy about it. And now I need to market prep and add a couple things to my stock for next weekend's market. Yay! There is only 9 days until Christmas, so I have been pushing out trying to finish my partner's Christmas present today. Hence why I look like a train wreck. The minute I woke up, I grabbed this thing out of its hiding spot and I've been pushing to get it done. One half done. I have done a lot of the second sleeve. Hence, I finished a skein of yarn. This is the wrapper. Well, this is also why I'm updating you. I'm not just like filming a random vlog. I finished a skein of yarn. It's a Karen cake. This little baby scrap from the last, like when I was working on this one, I used it on the end, but I started a new skein because I want the middle bits to match. So I started a new one and now it doesn't really matter because I've gotten to the sleeve, so the colors aren't gonna match anyway. Plus it ended on the blue, so I can start on the blue. It's just gonna go back to this color, which might look a bit weird, but it's good that I can like join the two colors together, and I'll 100% finish this. Also update you when I finish this one. Update number 2 of the day, and probably the last one of the day. I finished that like cake of yarn and we can add it to our collection. Bush turkey just walked up to my house. We shall continue on. Happy Christmas Eve. Look, I'm wearing my Christmas scrunchie. We are heading to my mom's in Toowoomba. Pardon? A bow. What did I say? Oh, my Christmas bow. Oopsies. I just finished a skein of yellow plushie yarn perfectly on this like yellow octopus that I'm making. I originally made this yellow duck. I just have to add his eyes and blush, and I only had a little bit of yarn left and I was like, I want to finish it because we're getting to the end of December and I lost track of going through yarn. So I finished it perfectly on this octopus. I sold like all of my octopuses at my last market. I only have a dark blue one left, so this is perfect to help restock that. And now I'm just gonna close it up, and then I've started hot gluing my eyes on my plushies because I think it's a lot safer. So when I have access to hot glue, I will add the eyeballs and then this one will be officially done. Tomorrow's Christmas. Exciting. Today is Boxing Day and I'm back from Toowoomba. I'm at work early, so I did some crocheting and I just finished a skein of red yarn. Yesterday I actually crocheted so much across Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. I crocheted so much because there was like an hour-and-a-half car ride there, an hour-and-a-half car ride back. We spent a bunch of time together on Christmas. We did water balloons, we did all the Christmas stuff, but we had a 5-year-old, and so when he had chill time or when they played Fortnite, I was crocheting. We also watched a bunch of Christmas movies on Christmas Eve, so I was sitting there crocheting. I did 2 other red roses because I was really trying to finish this little red yarn cake I have. I crocheted like 2 red roses. This is the 3rd, and I finally finished the skein, so we can add that to our count, obviously. I also did a blue bandana, a yellow octopus, and a yellow duck. I'm going to attach a new skein and finish this rose, and then I've got a little yarn cake of blue. It's not a lot left, I'll show you. This is how much of that blue skein I have left. It was an 150 gram ball, but I made a bucket hat and a bandana out of it, so I reckon we'll make a scrunchie and that should use up the rest of the skein, so that's exciting. Also, lately, oh my gosh, the last video I posted about how much I can crochet in November, I posted it last week, and oh my gosh, I have gone up like over 100 subscribers. I was at 40 subscribers, now I'm at 197. There's like 4K views on that video, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't proud of that video. I wasn't happy with how it turned out, but oh my god, the love and support you guys got. You guys gave me so much love and support, and it really motivates me to keep filming these videos, and I am so grateful, so thank you so much. And if you subscribe from that video, hi, welcome, thank you so much. I hope you like this video because this is part 2 for December, and I'm definitely going to film one for January as well, because in January and February I have a lot of big markets coming up and I think we can use some yarn. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments, because I have so many new subscribers that I like. What do you guys want to see? Let me know. Yeah, it's just crazy. That video's got hundreds of likes, thousands of views, and I've gone up like 150 followers. I'm at 197 followers. What? That's crazy. I thought it would take me forever to get there, especially because YouTube's such like a long content platform. I didn't know if anyone would want to see that long content from me, but you guys did. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and yeah, let me know. I just hit over 200 followers, so oh my gosh, thank you guys. And someone just left the absolute sweetest comment and it melted my heart, and I'm so glad that people are liking my content, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna post a video today, but I realized I forgot to film the outro. I am looking really red and sunburnt today. I will film it and I will post it, because like I actually have people waiting for videos now, which is like crazy, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm crocheting. I finished the scrunchie. I made a scrunchie out of that blue yarn and it didn't quite finish it. There's still a little bit left. So I've started crocheting a rose because I feel like these colors would make a really cute and interesting rose. Oh, I just undid a stitch, but anyway. And I finished the skein. Yay. I have another skein of this yarn. I'm gonna have to tie it on and tap into it a little bit. I'm not even going to attempt to finish it. It's gonna go straight back into my yarn stash for a future me problem. As I said, today is the 26th of December. How many days does December have? December has 31 days. So we have 5 more days to finish some yarn to add to our count. And I was going through my yarn stash to get out, try and find one of my pink acrylic yarn skeins, because I was certain that I had a skein that I hadn't finished, but I can't find it. And meanwhile, I found this. This has definitely been used. I've rolled it into a ball. So I can finish this. I'm gonna make some chickens because I love using this color to make chickens. I'm obsessed with chickens. Everyone loves them. Everyone buys them at my market, looks at them. So we're just gonna make a bunch of them. Cody's getting frustrated with his Lego. I just realized we forgot to add the wrapper for that skein into here. So we're gonna add it in here. I'm gonna put it in this way. Okay. It is the next day, aka Friday. I got this for Christmas. It's a little hanging ornament of my little brother with Santa, And I know it's not Christmas, but I'm gonna have it up because it's cute, and I have these hooks on the wall from the previous renters, so I might as well use them and display my little brother. So you're gonna start seeing that in the background. I'm updating you because I finished that little skein of orange yarn. I made 2.5 chickens. Luckily I have a big ball that matches, like that's the same color. So I'm gonna finish off this chicken, but I'm not gonna try and finish this skein. This is a future me problem. I'm gonna put that to the side. Also, I'm gonna show you what I'm currently watching on YouTube. I can never pronounce her name right, but this is who I'm currently watching on YouTube. I love her content so much. And I've also been watching Passionate Kelsey's Vlogmas, but that's over now, which is really sad. So don't know how I'm gonna survive crocheting now. Today is a really hot day, so you're gonna see my hair up in weird ways, but I got this new pink shirt and I love it so much. It's so cute, so I'm also going to be wearing that a lot. It's so comfortable. This is for both my December yarn count video and my vlog. I have this teeny tiny yarn scrap left, and I've been meaning to sew the face onto this triceratops. I forgot to mention it before, so I'm going to sew his face on and hopefully it'll use this yarn scrap. I finished the little scrap. There's just these tiny pieces left, so I'm going to put them in here. This was from when we were making the granny squares to do the Christmas tote bag. I just had that little bit left, so I put it to the side. I just crocheted his face on. I really don't like these triceratops. They just look so odd. Like, I can't get their face to look right. I think if I want to do triceratops, I need to do like the bigger ones, because this mini nose, so like it just looks odd. I need to hot glue the eyes on still, but when I go to my market, I think I'm gonna make this like $5. Like, I just don't like it. It looks so odd. Yeah, I don't know how people get these to look good. Anyway, it's fine. But I finished a yarn. I finished a skein, so we can add that to our count. So last night I impulsively started making this baby blanket out of this green color, purely for the fact that this yarn is a yarn that I hate. I thought it was my regular plushie yarn, and it is not. It is a really thick yarn. It's not the thickness where you can do the hand crochet blankets. It's just abnormally thick compared to my plushie yarn. So I can't like crochet a plushie out of it, I don't think. And I'm about to finish the first skein. This project is a great way to work through some skeins of yarn and get rid of this yarn that's been sitting in my yarn stash for months, because I don't plan on using it. I haven't looked at it. I don't want to use it. I don't like it. So what is I don't think there's any greater project that I could have done. We're working through our yarn stash in December and we're getting rid of a yarn that I don't like. This yarn is going to leave my yarn stash, so that's the goal, to get rid of the whole color, the whole thing. I also started filming a vlog, so I might do less updates on my projects and just update you on my skeins, purely for the fact that you'll see in the vlog. So go watch that, because I don't know if this will come out first or if that will come out first. Yay. Finished the first skein. This is what the blanket is looking like. I just finished skein 2 of this green yarn for my baby blanket. Probably my last update of the day, I'm not sure yet. I started this blue, white and pink sparkly bucket hat because I sold it like 2 or 3 markets ago, so I do need to replenish it. And I just finished a skein of yarn. It was the Jolly Joy Winter Wonderland yarn. This is the wrapper. Let's add the wrapper to our little bag. The other skeins that we finished today, they didn't have wrappers because they were part of the mill end spotlight like things, but this one has a wrapper. So we had a wrapper for the white one. We finished this white one today. I updated you on it. We're gonna put this in here too. Sometimes I forget if I kept the wrapper, but I did keep the wrapper of those. We're in the business room, and if you know what that means, it means it's the end of the video. I know I said I was going to finish more yarn, and I 100% intended on finishing more yarn, but I didn't, and I'm so sorry. I started working on a blueberry cow plushie, and it didn't use up any yarn, and I didn't continue on with the blanket because I didn't feel like it. Yeah, and I know I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore a few days ago, but I washed it and I love it so much, so I just want to wear it all the time because it's so comfy and so cute. And today is January 1st of 2025, so Happy New Year, everyone. And I'm going to start filming how many yarn skeins I finished in January and everything I crochet in January. So stay tuned for those because they are going to be so fun and probably my best videos yet, because I have a whole week of annual leave in January, which means we have a whole week of straight up crocheting where we can use yarn and make really cool projects. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be really fun. So this is the yarn skeins I have. This month in total we used 24 skeins of yarn, and these are the wrappers I kept. I'm honestly really happy with 24 skeins. I thought I was going to do 31, and I probably could have done 31 if it wasn't for like Christmas and work and stuff like that. I was really close. 100% think we'll hit more than that in January. I have a bunch of wrappers here. It's not all the wrappers for all 24 skeins, but it's some of them because I do have mill ends and they don't have wrappers. So I kept 13 wrappers. 4 of them are the Spotlight Jolly Joy crinkle range. One of them is it's a Baby Bella, it's like a velvet yarn. This one is a Christmas yarn, it's acrylic and I got it from a cheap store. So 1 skein of the 4 season like Spotlight 100% acrylic yarn. 3 Karen cakes, these 3 Karen cakes, and then 3 skeins of plush yarn. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to everyone who has followed and started this series with me. I'm at 370 followers. Well, subscribers, sorry. Thank you so much for liking my videos and all your kind comments. And if you like this video, leave a comment down below of what you want to see. Like the video, subscribe, and turn post notifications on because I'm going to be posting every Thursday. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Stick around for the next videos and I'm going to go film them. Bye. Come make... Oh. It was a bit of yarn fluff. Come make...